skincabinet.com, we decode skincare products. So we're going to randomly pick a skincare product and decode the ingredients that are there in the skincare product. We're going to only decode the first 6 ingredients because these are the only ingredients that matter. So every other ingredient after the 6th ingredient usually is at a very small percentage and we're not going to cover them. So we're going to stick to the first 6 ingredients. So the product that we're going to cover today is A-DERMA's Exomega or Exomega control. So basically the manufacturer is A-DERMA and they claim this is an emollient balm, and if you've got itchy, scratchy skin, it's going to be very effective. Let's find out. Let's then get into the ingredients and see if it actually would do that. The first ingredient on the list, on the package, is water. So water, what water does in a skincare product, it brings the different ingredients together. So it's like bringing them all together. So it itself does not have any role in effect on your skin, but it's important because it's bringing the other ingredients together. Otherwise, all the ingredients will be on its own. So that's the role of water. The second ingredient is 𝗝liche triglyceride. So this is usually derived from coconut oil. What this ingredient is, it's an emollient. So what an emollient does, it forms a thin layer on the top of the skin and prevents water from the deeper layers of skin from evaporating into the environment. So as long as it's there on the skin, it'll keep your skin soft and hydrated. Once you actually remove this ingredient from the skin, that is, if you're removing the product, the effect of it is gone. So it's keeping the skin soft and hydrated only for as long as it's on the skin. It's not contributing to any structural strengthening of the skin. So that's what the role of this ingredient is. It's an emollient. It's usually derived from coconut oil. The next ingredient is glycerin. Glycerin is an ingredient which is very commonly used in a lot of skincare products. It's a humectant. A humectant is a water magnet. So what a humectant does, it sits on top of the skin and attracts water molecules, water vapor molecules from the environment and brings it to the surface of the skin. And it attracts a load of water molecules. So it's brought all these water molecules to the surface of the skin. Now, usually in a skincare product which has got a humectant, they also would have an emollient. What an emollient, like the one that we just discussed, what an emollient would do is it would form a thin layer so that the water molecules that the glycerin has attracted and brought to the skin surface shouldn't again evaporate into the environment. And so that's why the emollient forms a thin layer on top of the skin surface and prevents water from evaporating into the environment, back into the environment. So glycerin is a humectant. It's got a very important role. It's attracting all the water molecules from the environment and bringing it to the surface of the skin and helping the skin stay hydrated. So far, the 2 important ingredients are the glycerin and the thin emollient that's formed on top of the skin surface. The next ingredient is cetearyl alcohol. Now this ingredient is also an emollient, another emollient, so again forms a thin layer on top of the skin surface, prevents water from the deeper layers of skin from evaporating, prevents water that the glycerin, the humectant, has attracted from evaporating back into the environment. So that's the job of an emollient. An emollient works effectively as long as it's on top of the skin surface. Once you wipe it away, it's gone. Now another role this cetearyl alcohol has is it's an emulsifier. Now, remember water that we discussed at the beginning, it brings all the ingredients together, but there are some ingredients that water cannot bring together. These are very different, unlike ingredients. Now, an emulsifier brings all these different types of ingredients, very unlike ingredients, together. Most skincare products will have an emulsifier in it. The next ingredient is niacinamide. Niacinamide is a very good ingredient, and I've got a detailed video on how niacinamide can help your skin, and I'll leave a link below. Now the visible layer of the skin, which is the top layer, the layer that you and I can see with the naked eye, it acts as a shield. Now the shield will be effective. It's got done only as long as all the various components that makes up in building this shield are of good quantity and quality. So all the various components that go into the shield are really important. Now one of the components is ceramides. Now niacinamide helps in getting quality ceramides. So that's where niacinamide comes into play. So niacinamide, you can say, is very good at strengthening this shield. So it's a good ingredient. So its effect will stay even after you remove the skincare product from your face. Now you see the manufacturer claiming that it can help you with itchy skin. What do they mean? If you don't have a strong shield, your skin is prone to attacks from environmental nasties. So you don't have a strong shield, your skin will break out because it's been attacked by environmental nasties. Niacinamide will help in strengthening the shield, and so you'll have a strong shield, and that means less breakouts. And the final ingredient, the sixth ingredient, is 10-hydroxydecenoic acid. It's also an emollient. An emollient forms a thin layer on top of the skin and keeps the water from the deeper layers of skin from evaporating into the environment. So basically, most of the ingredients in here are all emollients. They'll keep the skin hydrated as long as they are on top of the skin. Glycerin is a humectant, so it brings some water into the skin. And then the interesting ingredient here is a niacinamide, and that's the one which is helping you build that shield. So you would probably need more ingredients that can help you build the shield and to make it very strong. So the ingredient that's probably doing the job of what the manufacturer is saying, it'll be make your skin less itchy and less breakout free and all that, is niacinamide. So niacinamide is the key ingredient in this skincare product, and it's the fifth one listed on the package at the time of me doing this video. So that's it for now. I'll leave a link to this product in the description below.